Alright guys, we're going to take a look at triangle theorems. 4 quick things that we're going to look at in order for you to do your IXL. These theorems actually are very, very important, very useful when it comes to looking at triangles. So first thing it says is S is the midpoint of RT, S is in the middle of RT, V is the midpoint of RU, TU is 36, what is SV? I'm going to use Y instead of X just because we've been using X so much, so I want to give it a break. We're going to use Y. Now, key words right here is midpoint. Midpoint. What does midpoint mean again? The middle. So let me ask you this. What do you think Y is going to be if this is 36? If it's the mid segment. Okay, so this is called a mid segment because it's in the middle of RU and RT. If it's the mid segment, it's the middle, it's going to be half of this. So in other words, Y is going to be 36 divided by 2, which is 18. Y is going to be 18. So you can look at it as this is half of this, or you could look at it as this is double this. So you go 18 times 2 to get a 36, and you go 36 divided by 2 to get to 18. You need to know how to do it both ways, because if they give you 18, you need to know how to get to 36. All right, taking a look at number 2. Again, midpoint, midpoint. It's in the middle. It's a mid segment. TU is 74. Question is, what is QS? Well, it's in the middle. It's the mid. Okay, so we're going to divide that by 2. Oh, I just divide by 4. 74 divided by 2 is 37. Now, if they gave you 37 here, if they told you the mid segment was 37, to get TU, you would double it. So you would multiply it by 2 to get the 74. Okay, so you need to know how to go either one. Well, you know how it is. Of course, that's the geometry part, but they're also going to use algebra. So take a look at 3 and 4. It's very, very simple. The procedure is exactly the same, only instead of numbers, we have variables. All right, so you go ahead and label TU is V plus 22. QS is V minus 12. Now, it doesn't tell you mid-segment, however, it tells you this is congruent to this, which means it splits it in half. This is congruent to this, means split in half. So it is still the mid-segment. All right, so remember from before, if I multiply whatever number this is, right, by 2, I get this number, right? Whatever number this is by 2, I get this number. So in the same thing, when you're looking at variables, whatever this is, if I multiply by 2, I'm going to get this number. So I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 2. So 2 times V minus 12 is going to give me this number here. All right, go ahead and open the house. Don't be rude. Say hi to everyone. So you're going to get 2V minus 2 times 12 is 24 equals V plus 22. What are you going to do now? Let's subtract V. And is it okay if I just go ahead and do all this at the same time? So if I'm going to subtract V, I'm going to get V. That's going to cancel, right? And at the same time, can I add 24 to get rid of it on the side? Add 24. So I get 46. Okay, so V is 46. Now, just double check your work. Plug it back in. V is 46. 46 plus 22. So 46 plus 22 is going to give me 68. And remember, this is going to be half of 68, which is going to be 34 if we're correct. So V is 46. 46 minus 12 is 34. Double check it. 34 times 2 is 68. 68 divided by 2 is 34. So either way, we'll do the exact same thing with number 4. If GH is P plus 45, IK is P. What's the value of P? Same thing. Remember, you take twice this is this, or half this is this, whichever way you're going to look at it. So twice P is equal to P plus 45. Open the house, so that's 2P is P plus 45. Subtract P from both sides. You get P equals 45. Go ahead and plug it back in to check. P is equal to 45, so that's 45. P plus 45. 45 plus 45 is 90. All right, then double check. 90 to 45, it should be half. Perfect. 45 to P should be twice as big. Perfect. All right, and that's how you do mid-segment. So mid-segment, the key word is going to be midpoint. Okay, it's going to let you know that it's halfway. So you know to double this is going to get you that. Okay, That's the first thing, mid-segment. The next thing we're going to take a look at is angle side relationships in triangles. Okay, now this is really, really, really simple. Don't get confused. It's actually really quite simple. It says find the largest side of BCD. Okay, now the largest side is always opposite, okay, the largest angle. So if you're finding the largest side, find the largest angle, go opposite, and that's it. So largest side, we need to find the largest angle. So which one's the largest? 46, 60, or 74? 74 is the largest. Go opposite. So go directly opposite. That's the longest side. So the longest side is from C to D. Now in Excel, it's not going to care that you do D to C, but in my clicker, I need you to put it in that same order because you get it wrong. So we're going to go alphabetically. So you're going to say from C to D is the longest side. Right? And that's really all there is to it. All right. Find the smallest. Okay, smallest. So that means you start from the smallest side. All right, so you've got 10, 11, 12. The smallest one is this. Go opposite. And by the way, this is exactly how you're showing me work. Okay, this is exactly how you should show me work. That angle is going to be your smallest, which is angle Q. Okay. All right, find the largest side of angle VWX. I'm sorry. All right, largest side. So you need to find the largest angle, but there's one angle missing. Doesn't matter. You can find what this angle is. We know that all triangles add up to what? 180. So if you just did 180 minus 62 minus 52, you know that this angle here is 66. Once you have that filled in, you're looking for the largest. So find the largest number, 52, 62, 66. That's the largest. Go directly opposite. And this is your longest side. Now, alphabetically, you're going to go V to X. Again, in Excel, it's not going to matter. You can go X to V, but alphabetically for the clicker, V to X. All right, finally, number 8, the smallest. Okay, smallest is find the smallest number, so 42. Smallest, find the smallest angle. Okay, so 102 is going to be your largest angle because obviously that's your longest side. All right, so your smallest is now going to be 42 because obviously this one is the longest side of the whole triangle. So between 42 and 46, the smallest is 42. Draw a line going directly. So that is your smallest angle, so I. All right, now maybe on your EOC what they'll say is put it in order from largest, least to greatest, or greatest to least. Doesn't matter. I'll just take one of these examples to make sure that you can. Your smallest one will be opposite the smallest angle. So you would write down VX. I mean, sorry, not V. WX is the smallest. All right. Then it goes, the middle would be 62. VW is your middle. And then your longest would be your answer, which was VX. So they might ask you just to write it in order from least to greatest or from greatest to least, whatever it is. So you can find it, just always go directly opposite. Okay, so that's how you do angle side relationships in triangles. Next thing we're going to take a look at is triangle inequality theorem. All right, again, this one is also really simple. All you need to do is literally line it up, right? You literally just have to put the numbers in order. Basically, can it make a triangle? Okay, I want you to think about this. Say this was 15, and I'm going to just exaggerate the numbers a little bit and say that this side is 3 and this side is 1. Can this ever meet that? Okay, no. So this is what this is. Can triangles be can 3 sides be a triangle at a certain length? Well, the way you do this, the triangle inequality theorem is really easy. All it says is A plus B has to be greater than C. And all that means is put the numbers in order, and the first 2 have to be greater than the third. Okay? But you first have to put them in order, so don't forget to put them in order. So is this already in order, 7, 8, and 15? Yes. So we're going to add those 2 numbers, 7 plus 8. Okay? 7 plus 8 is 15. Is 15 greater than 15? No, it's the same. So if it's not greater, it cannot be a triangle, okay, because it will never meet. Take a look at the next one. Put them in order first. So this is going to go 7, 12, 15. Then add the first two. 7 plus 12 is 19. So is 19 greater than 15? Yes, it is. So does it make a triangle? Yes, it does. Can these sides be have a length of 6, 11, and 17? So 6, 11, and 17. Go ahead and add them. 6 plus 11 is 16. Is that greater than 17? No. Last one, again, put them in order. 14, 15, 16. Add the first two. 14 plus 15 is 29. Is 29 greater than 16? Yes. So again, in order for the sides to be able to make a triangle, the two smallest numbers have to be greater than the third number. If they are greater, they can make a triangle. If they're the same or less than, they cannot. All right, finally, the last thing we're going to take a look at is the exterior angle theorem. Now, this one you can kind of get away with not knowing because you can work it out. However, it does make your life easier if you do know it. So, this is what it says. The exterior angle theorem says that your angle on the outside of your triangle, okay, this angle here, is equal to your the two that it's not touching, added together. So 74 plus 48 is going to give you that one at the end. Now, you can still find it knowing what the triangle adds up to, but it's faster if you just know that this, your exterior angle, exterior means outside the triangle, is always the sum, which means you add, of the two angles that it's not, next to. Okay, so 74 plus 48, which is 122. And I'll go ahead and prove this to you. Okay, we know in a triangle, it always adds up to what? 180. So if you have 180, and you did 180 minus the two we know, 74 minus 48, we're going to get 58. And because this is on a straight line, we know that this whole thing is equal to what? 180. So if I did 180 minus 58, see, I still get 122. But that's one extra step that I'd have to take. So this one saves me a step. So all I have to remember is this exterior angle is equal to the two angles that is not right next to when you add them up together. All right, so take a look at 14. What is a measure of 1? All right, remember the outside is equal to this plus this. Okay, so let's go with 98 plus that equals 142. All right, so subtract 98 from both sides. X is equal to 142 minus 98, 44. Go ahead and check it. This plus this is this. So 98 plus 44 is 142. All right, you're going to get faster with this with practice. You're going to just realize that you don't even have to set up an equation, that you could just literally just do, because this plus this is this, this minus this is going to give you this. But if you don't understand that, that's okay. Just go ahead and write that equation. Or if you want to, well, we see with this one, you can't do it. You can't do, you'd have to first find this one, 142, 180 minus 142, which is 38. And then take 180 minus 38 minus 98, which will give me that 44. Okay, so that one would have an extra step if you decide to go the long way. All right, number 15, what's the value of W? The only difference here is, of course, now instead of having numbers, you have variables, but the concept is the same. If you add the two that are not in the same line as that one, you're going to get that one at the end. So W plus W minus 41 equals, so this plus this equals this on the end, W plus 41. Go ahead and solve the equation. That's 2W. Yeah, can we subtract W too? Well, actually, that might confuse you. Let's just combine like terms. 2W minus 41 equals W plus 41. All right, what do you do now? Subtract the W. You're going to get W minus 41 equals 41. Add 41. W equals 82. And if you plug it in, you're going to see that it's going to work out. Okay. Finally, number 16. What's the value of C? Again, this is equal to the one that's not touching it, the furthest to this plus that. So set that up. C plus this plus C minus 38 equals C plus 46. All right, combine like terms. 2C minus 38 equals C plus 46. Okay, subtract C from both sides. C minus 38 equals 46. Add 38 to both sides. All right, add 38 to both sides. C equals 46 plus 38 is 84. So C equals 84. And guys, that's really all there is to it. All right, again, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll sort you guys out.